Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how exactly I want you to format all your major grade papers for me. Now this doesn't include stuff that we do in class or daily grades or things like that, but this is exactly how I want you to do all of your major grade papers for me from this point going forward. So I'm going to use Google Docs. If you have a Mac, you're going to use a different program. If you have your PC at home, you're probably going to use Microsoft Word or some compatible word processor. It really doesn't matter. The setup's the same, just where you might click on to find each individual thing might differ, but the setup is going to be the same no matter which program you're using. So, like I said, I'm going to go with Google Docs. And if you're using Google Docs, make sure that you come up here and name your document so that it can start saving it automatically and it's easier to find in your Google Drive and all that good stuff. I'm not going to do that because this is just an example. I just want to show you quick and easy how to format your paper. So the first thing you want to do, no matter which program you're using, is you want to set your settings correctly. And so I'm going to go up to my font and I'm going to click on Times New Roman. Then I'm going to click on my font size and I'm going to make that 12-point font. And then I'm going to come over here to line spacing and I'm going to click on double space. Okay? So everything in your document is going to be Times New Roman, 12-point font, double spaced. Then I'm going to give my heading. And so your heading goes in the upper left corner. It's only on the first page, so don't put it in your header, just put it on your first page. So you type your name, whatever your name happens to be. I'm just going to put Joe Student, very creative name. Then my name, and you can call me Mr. or Professor, it doesn't matter, Nyman. Then you're going to put the class, and this is English 1301. And for those of you in my high school, you want to put your period number, okay? For everyone, you're going to put the date, and the date goes like this. You're going to put the day, the month, and then the year, just like that. That's how the Europeans do it. That's how MLA says to do it. Then on the very next line, you don't skip any extra lines. On the very next line, center it, give me a title, and it really doesn't matter whatever the title is. Just you can be creative with it. You can say, narrative assignment or, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just have it be appropriate for what you're writing. Okay, so then click enter, make my alignment back to the left, hit tab once, and start typing. Here is the first line of my paper. Notice how my spacing is the same throughout the whole paper. Notice that nothing is bolded or different fonts or sizes. The last thing you want to also include is you want to include the page number and your last name up here in the upper right corner in what is known as the header. This right here is your heading, but you want to put your last name and page number in the header. And the reason you want to do that is because it'll show up on every page throughout the entire document. So to do that, I'm going to go to, at least on Google Docs, I'm going to go to Insert Header. And I'm going to insert page number. Now, I guess in Google Docs, it didn't really matter because it'll put it in the header anyway. So notice it gives me a 1, and then it puts the cursor behind the 1. You want to actually move the cursor in front of the 1 and then put your last name with a space. I want you to notice something real quick here because a lot of students forget this, but you'll notice that this information, your last name and page number in the header, is a different font. You want everything in your document to be 12-point font Times New Roman. So you're going to have to make sure that you change that. So I'm going to go up to Times New Roman, 12-point font. And now everything is perfect. Everything is aligned perfectly. If I were to, let's say I go to the next page, I'm going to insert a page break here. I want you to see that your last name and the page number, because they're in the header, continue on. And because I didn't type a number 1 there, I actually inserted the page number. It's going to count my pages. If I had just typed a 1 there, it would put your last name and a 1 on every single page. You don't want it to do that. You want it to actually count your page numbers. So you have to insert a page number. And that's really all there is to it.